to see that so many people are owning their worth now. I mean, we gotta say something about that. And it's like all this negative shit going on. I get to see stuff like that, and I think it's because it's where you look. Here we are. What is going on? What's going down? So, today, it's been a crazy day already. Haven't got much sleep. Just last night, a couple of cats fighting all night, playing, really. Kept me up, so I am running on fumes, running on coffee again. And the Rebel Dog Nitro Cold Brew Hitter is keeping me up. Got it. I put a little shot of espresso in it. I'm feeling it. I'm new to drinking coffee. I've only been drinking coffee about 1.5 years, 2 years now, and that shit will wind you right up, but you got to be careful. So seriously, though, I talk about getting sleep all the time, and I talk about eating properly. Definitely been eating properly, but that sleep, whew, you got to get it, because I am delirious. About to call an Uber on my way home. I swear to God, I'll do it. Yeah, it's been an interesting past couple of days. I've had a lot of good things going on. I've had a lot of good business conversations, which is always interesting to have business conversations. And, talking with a lot of my friends, and I was talking, the other day, I was like 2 days ago with my buddy about, kind of like what's his time worth? What's, what you're worth? So it kind of sparked this interest that I wanted to talk about today, as far as with owning your worth. And I think I have seen more people these past maybe 2 months really owning their worth. And I think it has a lot to do with what's happened, obviously, with the, with the pandemic and with people moving a lot, moving their jobs, moving, their careers, losing their jobs. I think it's a lot of that. But I've seen more people thrive out of facilitating passion and value, real value, not money value, value into what they're doing. And I was just like, shit. We were talking, and I was like, he's right. So, I think it's huge. I think it's a big part of what we all want out of this life, is to be able to do what you enjoy doing and bringing value and money value, cash value to what you're doing. So, I mean, I guess I might as well, get into this as well. I had this conversation, with my girlfriend the other day, and it was about, I'll just say it, a meal prep company. So I guess the cat's out of the bag. She's going to be starting a meal prep company, and I guess she, I don't know yet. I'll be starting a meal prep company, and I think it's to be able to see your circle facilitate growth and passion and value, and at the end of the day, being tired and exhausted. It's such a good feeling when you did it and it all came from a place where you got to show people your craft and show people your skills. And I thought that was so cool, to see people around you enjoying and doing is so huge. And I mean, that's the important part about protecting your circle and protecting those types of things. It's so important for people to push themselves to do that. And I think that a lot of this pandemic and a lot of these things that have happened, these terrible things, it's like with awful things come great things. So to see that people owning their worth and really, putting themselves out there for real value is just awesome. So I've been enjoying being the meal or the taste tester of all of these delicious meals. And so that's been awesome. And I've been super excited, and I to be honest with you, I think maybe it's even pretty premature for me to talk about it, but I don't give a shit. I'm just going to talk about it anyway, because to see somebody that you care about really get so excited about prepping meals, and the macros are all out and everything's all done, and it's coexists and coincides with a lot of the stuff that I do here, or that we do here as a team. We talk about practicing balanced dieting and talk about knowing your food and food quality. I think that we don't talk enough about that, but that sort of business model, or that sort of belief system, that quality over quantity of food is really important, or just quality over food is important. So, to see that so many people are owning their worth now. I mean, we gotta say something about that. And it's like all this negative shit going on. I get to see stuff like that, and I think it's because it's where you look. So I was driving to work a couple days ago, and I was getting bummed out. I was like so bummed out that there was this place is for lease and this place closed and this place, and it just shit, I just couldn't, it just bummed me out. But then to see out of that and out of those types of things I don't want to sound like a complete jerk, but it's like out of that negativity comes positivity, where other people now it makes room for passion and craft and people who really want to show the world what they're made of. And I think that in this competitive world, I mean, I had a client of mine open a personal training studio, and I couldn't be more happy. It was just like, that's awesome. That's what you want for people that you've helped or, inspired or just pushed. I mean, I'll be honest, it was probably more me just pushing, that. And I think that's huge. It's so huge to see so many people, doing well. And obviously, like I said, you got to know that there's people doing badly. But I try to look at the glass as half full, and I think that's a big deal. And I think that hopefully you're listening to this and you're thinking of some of the things that you want to do. Even doing it as a habit or a hobby is huge. So to being able to show the world, what you do, what you're made of, what you believe is just, it's such a powerful thing, because it's so crazy how quickly it picks up. It's so intense. Like when we came back, we were able to train and we were able to do this. I mean, the overwhelming amount of support, it was just mind-boggling to me. It was just so great. And then support through, it was just awesome, so just trying to help as many people as possible before, to be honest, my motto, like since I was a kid, like since maybe I was like 18, 19, when I started to realize that I wanted to be, a personal trainer or some sort of, health coach. It was, let's help as many people as possible while I'm here. And that was as simple as I kept it. And to, like I said, to see people do that is something really profound. And I definitely am enjoying it. It also, and this is something that more on the, more shitty side, I guess, is we now know who's full of shit and who's not. Like we now know more than ever who's bullshitting everybody and who's really telling the truth. And I'm not talking about politically or any of those, that type of way. I'm talking about the people selling products and the people pushing things. I think the more real you are and the better focused you are on your craft, really working hard, it shows. And I think that people are starting to realize that. People no longer want to be sold. They want to follow leadership, and they want to follow, people who enjoy what they're doing, who love what they're doing. And I think more and more now, I see more people getting exposed. And I like that. I like that in this day and age, it's starting to get harder and harder as people become more educated. And I guess I'm mainly talking about it in the fitness industry or the health and wellness industry, because I see so many people just, you know, like I said, getting exposed. And it makes me feel a lot better because I want people to have the best information, the best type of people who really want to be around them, and that's, I know it sounds hokey. Like, I get it. This all sounds like, it's like, oh, everybody needs to get along and, you can do it and blah, blah. But that really is the case. It's like, if you don't believe that, then what the hell are you doing? I come from absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I come from a family where, the combined income of that house was like $30,000-$40,000. And my parents had 4 kids. It's like, what were you thinking? What in the hell were you thinking? But, I mean, we survived. I mean, poverty and just being poor and just, you progress and you want to do things passionately. I mean, like, I have very successful siblings, and it has to do with just work ethic. It really does. So to see so many people facilitate passion, as long as you put your work ethic, your best foot forward, or your or the best direction you can, as far as with work ethic, inside passion will facilitate you owning your worth, for sure. I mean, it just starts to happen. You just start to kind of do less and less over here and do more and more over here. And then pretty soon you're just sitting there, busy and productive, overwhelmed at times, because you do what you like to do, and you do a value, and it becomes something that you can do for money. It doesn't make it any easier. It makes it harder, because you care. You really care. It bothers you when some shit goes wrong. And it bothers me all the time. I will be like just up for hours. I'll just be like, oh my God, this is driving me crazy. I need to address this, or I need to, do something with it. So, that's what I really wanted to address today. I see so many people doing that. It's awesome. And I really do enjoy it. But if I can, give any sort of advice that you're going to get from somebody who just has that type of work ethic, where it's just work, and, relax. I mean, that's kind of like my motto now. It's like that full 80-20, it's like 80% of the time I am on it. I'm doing my thing. Like this weekend, I'm going on a little mini vacation to Rhode Island. And then after that, I'm going to Vermont the week after. And, I was thinking, it's like, man, those 2 weeks are just kind of back to back. But then I was thinking all the other times where I don't take any time off, I'm here early, up late, that's that 80-20 for me. That's that balance. So if I can give any sort of advice, is, just be yourself. All this stuff about, I mean, you guys hear me on this. I mean, I can't help it. I swear up a storm. I mean, I could sit here and be myself and just go, you know what, by golly and gee willikers, I am just so dang frustrated about people not owning their worth. No, that's not what you're going to get from me. You're going to get, holy shit, I am just ecstatic that people are owning their worth. I mean, that's really me. That's really the way that I would talk and the way that I talk to my clients. I mean, yeah, and that has nothing to do with being, it's not classless in my opinion. Actually, in fact, they've done studies when people swear, they tend to be more trustworthy, and you get the release of dopamine when you swear and when somebody hears you swear. So swearing is a good thing, kids. Don't ever let your parents tell you otherwise. No, seriously. Clean it up when you can. But, balance is important, but even more so is just be real. Just be yourself. It's so bad when you, and I talked about this on a video on Instagram a long time ago. I got to meet somebody, and he had like, oh, no, I'm outing, you at least know it's a he. He has like 500,000 followers, something crazy. And I met him and it was just such a bummer. It was just such a letdown. I mean, nothing like what he was, saying what he was, and it bit him in the ass, because now, his followers drops. He's not as involved in doing what he was doing, and I think that it was kind of like a fake, persona, and I think too many people kind of caught on to that. And although I do think he was doing fine, I'm just saying, that's what the word starts to go around, that you're being disingenuous or you're being an asshole, and then people just don't and they just don't want to follow you or actually listen to you because they know you're full of shit. So I mean, just be yourself through all of this. I am a crazy, workaholic, nerdy, mental case that loves to work out and train and focus every day on helping other people. And there really is no other thing I really enjoy to do except for relax with my family and my friends. And it's like, I'm okay with having that kind of life, that kind of simple life. And people have a problem with that too. Like, another thing about facilitating your craft and your growth, people will criticize you because you are very content on the life that you want to live, as simple as it is. I'm a minimalist at heart. I really do enjoy simple things. I'm a fireworks, gasoline, and gunpowder type of guy. I like just having fun, and I really enjoy spending time with family. I like, just relaxing, good conversation. And I think that sometimes if you're content in your life and you're still striving for more as far as to help other people and to like help your craft, people have a problem with that too. People have it because you disturb their peace. You make them feel self-conscious maybe of what they're doing. And I think that you need to just put that in the back of your mind. Keep doing what you're doing. It's like, why do anything else? That's the beauty of you being you and them being them. So there's a lot of really good things going on right now, and I'm not riding the highs or the lows with them. I am just kind of being in the moment, being present, which is something that I've kind of promised myself that I would do. And so far, so good. So if you're like me, if you're like the people that I have been with and the people that I've kind of protected that circle, listen, own your worth and don't look back. And I think on that note, I'm out. So I hope that helps, and I'm out of here. Later, guys. Bye.
Live Sculpted.